Welcome back to Bullets and Brass. First off, thank you folks. We passed 100 subscribers. We're getting there slowly but steadily. We just need that one viral video or a bunch of you guys to share it, share videos and just build the group. But I mean, it is just how it goes. I don't do any super exciting, crazy videos, so we don't get that big, oh wow, look at that kind of audience. But thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for coming and watching the videos. Thank you for subscribing. I do appreciate it. So today's video is let's back up. We're, if you've noticed, doing different calibers that are either in ARs or AR10s. Just what is the best? And obviously the best depends on what you're doing. So what is the best general purpose AR caliber? And today we're going to argue that it is 223. The standard 223 or 5.56, whatever you want to call it, is still the best general purpose cartridge available for that platform. Now, if you change the platform, the rules change. But if you've got to fit in that magazine, if you've got to fit in that dimension and you want to fit a normal number of rounds, not a reduced number like some of the large caliber stuff, what is the best? And 223 gives you that great blend of, you've got a range of weights, inexpensive, relatively speaking. All the other calibers that I've talked about easily double the price per round in most cases. You can normally, since obviously this is current panic time, but normally you can get 223 anywhere from even as low as 15 cents a round to premium ammo at almost $1 or even a little over $1. These days, cheap ammo is practically $1. Light recoil, easy to shoot, doesn't do horribly when you shorten the barrel to do an SBR, particularly if you're going to put a suppressor on it, just to keep that noise level down, cut down the concussion force. But it's that intermediate, which is exactly how it was designed, intermediate cartridge that gives you a great blend of speed, energy, flat trajectory in the intended range, as opposed to long range where they really expect you to do something else. Because let's face it, none of these have a whole lot of energy at that range. That's not what they're for. They might do okay, but 6.5 Creedmoor, 338, even just a 308, better for the job, right? So let's face it, 300 Blackout and 6.5 both have more energy even up close for their supersonic loads. Absolutely. Or 6.8 SPC, but 6.5 is usually the one that people talk about for it. It is a flatter trajectory when you get way out there because it retains its momentum better. It retains that speed better. But until that ballistic coefficient comes into play, until that longer bullet and heavier bullet really starts to take over the math, 223 is a flatter arc. So inside the effective range of most people, because let's face it, most of us are not long-range experts, 223 works great. What else? You can hunt with it. It isn't a great deer hunting round, but anything smaller than that, absolutely. And it's just a great general purpose cartridge. Are there better rounds for certain things? Absolutely, but that's the whole point. Those are specialist cartridges. They are trying to fill specific things that the 5.56 or 223 doesn't do as well. But overall, none of them quite replace it in that general purpose role for everybody. Obviously for me, 300 Blackout really does replace it for most purposes. But for somebody else, maybe not. For somebody who is more concerned with that 300 to 500 yard or meter mark, yeah, 5.56 does really well. For somebody who wants large quantities of cheaper ammo, absolutely. 300 Blackout is not cheap. No matter how you cut it, 30 caliber bullets are not cheap. If you want ammo compatibility with other people, well, let's face it, most people have 223 5.56. It's the most common round in the Western world for those platforms, for that kind of rifle. Obviously, if you go to an AK platform, there are other rounds. But that is why the 5.56 or 223 is, in my opinion, still the king of the AR-15. Everything else is fixing little things that could be done better. So that's it. Short, sweet, doesn't need to be a whole lot of detail. We're not going over the history. We're not going over anything crazy. That is why I think it's the general purpose king for the AR-15 and rifles like it currently. We may see somebody replace it. They're constantly coming up with new stuff, but so far, that's the one. Anyway, take care, have fun, stay safe, y'all. Go vote. That is coming up in a day or so here. Don't skip it. Even if you're just voting in your local election and you're in an area where your vote for president really isn't going to make a difference, you never know. And if nothing else, voting in your local election can influence the future in drastic ways. Those votes are often very close. So get out there, vote, do your thing, and stay safe. I think it's going to get froggy after the election, no matter who wins. I think it's going to be a little scary in a lot of places. I'm hoping it doesn't. I'm hoping I'm wrong this time, but I don't think I'm going to be. So take care, guys. Say hi. Oof. Oof. Oof.